Everyone, this is Katie, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Prodigy. This is a tech tool that I use in my second grade classroom to help my students get engaged and have fun with math and practicing their math skills. I chose it because it's very engaging for my students. They always ask to play it when they have free time on the computers. And it wasn't one of those things they ever got bored of. So, most of them at least. So, I really, really like it in that respect. Um, I like it because it's easy to use and it gives detailed data for me to look at to see how students are doing in different math standards. Like I said, the objective would be practicing Common Core math standards, and it is a game where it's interactive, so they can play um, with other students in the class too, so they really like that. The audience would be the students and parents. There's a parent letter that you can send home at the beginning so they can play this at home too and log on. Um, I could also have my coworkers be an audience for this to talk to them about how they can use this in their classroom. The standards that Prodigy meets as far as ISTE are the Educator Standard 6B, which is manage the use of technology and student learning strategies in digital platforms, virtual environments, hands-on makerspaces, or in the field, as well as E7B, which is use technology to design and implement a variety of formative and summative assessments that accommodate learner needs, provide timely feedback to students, and inform instruction. So I can use the data that Prodigy gives me to help plan my future instruction in regards to math. So I will kind of go through here and we will look at it. So I had to start here because it kept automatically logging me in. So when I go in here, I'll log in. It's free. Um, this is the teacher side here, and this is my class last year, so I will go to view class, and then here is my dashboard page. So basically I can see the student usage here, how much they've done at home. I'm not sure how anyone did it in class. They must have just clicked the wrong one. um, but you can tell Jasmine here really likes doing this even in the summertime. I probably won't have as much data for the past month since we've been out of school, but it shows what they've all been working on. Down here it says weekly skills just for this week. So it says how many students have been struggling a little bit below or on or above grade level for those areas. So that's kind of an easy way to quickly look at who who's struggling and who's doing well. Um, we can also go over here to, well, at the students, it just tells all the students in my class and their logins and everything. There's also parent letter. You can go to English or Spanish to send home to introduce it to parents. There's a planner where you can assign different skills for them. So I can create let's see, I can create an assignment or align like a whole week to a standard that I want them to work on. So a lot of times I'll match it up with my math curriculum in the classroom. So if we're working on measurement, I will assign a standard to them for a certain amount of time and it goes through the Common Core standards, and I would just find measurement and assign that to a certain week or 2 weeks. So, and then all of the questions they would get in those weeks would be about measurement. So I really like how that is flexible there and allows me to um, schedule what I want them to be working on. And finally, the reports. There's quite a few reports here. Their progress from the beginning to the end of the year, their student comprehension, the usage, weekly activity, placement tests, topic coverage, and curriculum coverage. So this talks about standards your students have mastered or are struggling with. So my favorite ones here, honestly, are I like this one because it talks about. I'll just pick a student here. Let's see. Let's do Jasmine since she's been doing some. Okay, and then you pick a date range so we can go back to like. we'll just pick a big date range. Let's try. I'm going to change this one. We'll go. They weren't even in school then. Okay, we'll just go like August 30th to February 29th. Okay. All right. All right. So then it shows how she scored in first grade standards, second grade standards, third grade standards. So it looks like she's doing pretty well even in the third grade standards. So um she's doing a good job. You can print that report. And we'll go back to reports here. There's also the topic coverage. So it will go over how the students are doing in different areas, and then these kind of give you an idea of um, if you have a topic that maybe you need to go over again. So looks like a lot of them were struggling on their shape identification here. So that would be something that I would work on again in the classroom. And it goes through all of the different topics here. Um, so I really like that one. And then the last one report I really like to look at is the curriculum coverage. So it kind of goes through the domains here, and then it looks like some of these were really struggling with their fluency, which this class did struggle with their addition and subtraction fluency, so that one doesn't really surprise me. But I like that it's a quick way to see what they need to work on um, and what they're having success in. So I will go back here to reports. We can go back. Oops, got out of my classroom. Okay, and then really that's it. So I just wanted to show you how the student login would be. So like I'll do an example one. And it gives them passwords, and you'll have a feature page. So once we log in, we're going to go to my notes, and it asks if they're playing from home or school. I'm just going to say school. Okay. Okay, so then there's just different, basically they're wizards in this magical world, and they have to answer math questions to cast spells and save people, and they can play with other friends. Um, so it just, there's a lot of different things they can do. There's maps they can follow, go to different areas, different worlds, and my students, they just really loved it. Okay, I'm trying to get to where it'll have us, because then once we get to a like a where they need to cast spells, then they can, it'll ask them math questions and go back and forth. But I feel like all these little games in between really kept my students engaged. Okay, so then they can, there's a bunch of different things down here they can go. They can follow the path. Um, they can change what they're wearing. You can go over here. Okay, so this wizard battle is where they answer the question. So they pick, and then it'll have um have that give them a question. Man, Chloe was doing some advanced things here. Um, so we would type in the answer, and I'm going to get my, oh, and it does have a calculator for them sometimes. Let's see. Yeah, that one doesn't. But sometimes over here on the side, it'll let them use a calculator um, to solve their problem. Um, but I'm going to do this on my phone here because honestly, I can't do them. So if this were to happen in my classroom, I would adjust Chloe's settings so you can go in and kind of schedule in an assignment for her. So if she gets it right, it'll tell her correct, and then they get points. And that is basically how it works. And they can do it at home or at school. And it's something that my students really enjoyed. If you've done this and I missed anything that I would like I could use in my classroom, I would love to hear it. So thank you so much for watching.